House Warden, are you returning to the dorm?
You're here, Silver? Your timing's apt. I was just about to take part in some club activities.
The one you formed? I think it was called...
The Gargoyle Study Club, though we do quite little. Rather, I do quite little, seeing as I'm its sole member. All I do is walk around campus.
So you observe the gargoyles on your walks then?
If you like, you are welcome to join me. I'll even introduce you to the school's gargoyle statues.
Thank you, House Warden. I would be honored by the opportunity.
Alright, then we're off to view the first of the gargoyles. Our first stop is here, the eastern entrance of the school. You see the gargoyle above the gate? Ones with features inspired by ravens are rare. This one is the only one I've ever laid eyes on as it happens. Behold its artistry. Don't you feel as though it could take flight at any moment? It is no doubt the work of a famous artisan.
So there are raven gargoyles? I thought they were modeled after demons and such.
You are mistaken to an odious degree.
I beg your forgiveness. What did I say that displeased you?
It is true that most gargoyles take on a monstrous form. That said, to assume all of them to be monsters is dreadfully narrow-minded. You'll find there's as much demons as there are ravens or pigs.
I see. It appears I was misinformed.
All of this common knowledge, Silver. You saw many a gargoyle in the Briar Valley, yes? Recall them and realize how many of them took the forms of animals.
Indeed, the subject is more complex than I gave it credit for. I see a raven statue on this wall as well. Perhaps these gargoyles aren't so rare around here.
Silver?
Master?
That is not a gargoyle, but a grotesque.
Pardon?
Gargoyles are implements, not decorations. They are spouts meant to keep rainwater from eroding the walls. Grotesques, meanwhile, are merely statues modeled after animals and serve no purpose. I reiterate, they have no function whatsoever.
My mistake.
Gargoyles benefit their castle and are far cry from being simple ornaments. Compare the two is tantamount to an insult. What you found is a grotesque. What we are observing are gargoyles. Do you understand?
I beg your forgiveness once more. I'll be much more careful from now on.
As long as you understand. Alright, now let us proceed to the ones that adorn the school building itself.
This is where we met before our walk. We're going back to where we started?
Naturally, the gargoyles must be observed in the order in which they were created.
The order, you say?
Most of the gargoyles at Night Raven College are relatively new compared to the school itself. I believe they were added one by one, year after year. It fascinates me. Through these gargoyles, we can get a glimpse at the historical period in which they were created. For example, this one here.
Master.
Yes, Silver? Do you have a question about this gargoyle?
It isn't that. I've learned much by joining you today. I feel I've managed to grow closer to you through the Gargoyle Study Club. In return for this, please allow me to gift you a gargoyle that would complement your room.
Silver. As I said quite plainly, statues that do not act as a sprout are not gargoyles at all.
Oh.
And I also said quite plainly, carvings that do not serve any sort of function are grotesques. Was one lesson not enough to commit it to memory? Then allow me to teach to you at a greater length. The word gargoyle originated from...
Hey Silver, we're in the lecture hall next. Better snap to it.
Thank you, Kaleem.
Something's up? You seem more out of it than usual.
I was only lost in thought.
Nah. Something's definitely up. I'm here if you need an ear.
Well, in truth, Sebek and I had an argument this morning over Malayas.
Oh yeah? Not often you two fight.
I'd hardly call it a fight, but still. Sebek accused me of negligence towards Meleus.
Negligence? Oh yeah! You and Sebek are Malay's attendants, right?
Not attendants, bodyguards.
Gotcha. Go on.
Sebek wished to escort Meleus to the classroom, but I stopped him.
Well, why did you? What's wrong with them going to class together?
Nothing. It's just that Sebek is determined to never leave Meleus aside for even a single moment. It's gotten worse since he enrolled here. He holds our master in very high esteem, so he was ecstatic to finally be able to be by his side at all hours. But I think doing so within the campus grounds is going too far, personally. Meleus deserves some time to himself, does he not? When I said that, though, he told me that as his bodyguards, to leave him alone for even a second would be an act of supreme negligence.
I get the picture now. You're in a fight about whether you should all hang out in school or not.
Not exactly, no. Well, yes, actually, I suppose that more or less sums it up.
I guess. I'm in Malay's shoes. I'd feel kinda lonely.
You would?
I mean, if Jamil told me that we couldn't walk to class together, I think I'd have a meltdown.
Oh. I'm not certain I understand why, but you may be right. Come to think of it, you and Jamil are always together, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been together since we were kids, so he's like a brother to me. Anyway, what did Malays have to say about all that? Did he want the company, or did he say he'd rather be alone?
He said very little. He didn't show much of an opinion one way or the other. Is it possible I hurt him by failing to understand his feelings?
I doubt it. So like you're way more upset than he is.
It does? Well, I suppose I did have some trouble getting through my risotto at lunch. It's usually my favorite, too. Whenever I lifted my spoon, I would think of Meleus and stop. I hurried to finish what was left once the bell rang, but it wasn't the same.
That happened because you're a nice guy who cares about his friends. That's a good thing. So cheer up, Silver.
Oops. I apologize for putting you through this between classes. If we don't hurry, the next one is bound to start without us.
You're right! Well, how about we go together?
Sure, but you seem to be holding an astrology textbook.
Yeah?
We have practical magic next.
Oh, duh! Thanks for pointing that out. My practical magic textbook is maybe in my bag? This isn't it. It's not that either. Where is it? This is so weird. Jamil never makes mistakes.
Jamil? You rely on him for personal matters in addition to his duties as vice?
Of course! He's really on top of everything. If I try getting everything ready by myself, I'll probably forget something every time. Oh, found it! Huh? There's a note stuck on it. Don't forget your verbal homework. Shoot! I totally forgot. See what I mean? I'll be completely lost without him. What is this, Silver? You're staring.
Thank you, Kaleem. You've made me see that indeed, being overprotective must be avoided at all costs. I'm more confident than ever about that.
Good? Not sure how I help, but I'm glad you feel better.
So our history homework is to write an essay, We'll need research materials first.
The library is ever so nice and toasty in the afternoon. I could almost take a nap here and now.
Now, Lilia, this is a team effort. Not much of a team if you're off in Slumberland.
I know, worry not. I'll pull my weight. This assignment is so simple that I could do it in my sleep, truthfully. There's little point in conducting research here.
Is history your best subject then?
You could say that, yes. I can more or less recall everything that happened these 500 years. You must have been blessed with good fortune to have been paired with me.
Well, I won't say no to that confidence. First things first, we need to settle on a topic for our essay. Here's a list you are given to choose from. The range of time periods and kingdoms is pretty huge, so it might be tough to narrow it down.
Why don't we browse the history section and decide from there?
Good thinking. History is here, I believe. There's a surprising number of books here on magic tools. The discovery and development of magic stones.
Here's Whitford Twit Magical Pens. Adorable.
Maybe we can pass that one to Grimm. With how closely tool development and history are, what do you think about writing about magic tools?
I wouldn't be against it. They do tend to go in and out of fashion with the times, so I think it will be an interesting subject to delve into. Did you know there was a point when people rushed to make magical pens small as possible?
Really? First I've heard of that.
That's no surprise. To you, that would be ancient history shrouded in myth.
What?
Eventually, the pens became so small that everyone began to lose them. That's when the jumbo pens came into vogue. They were larger than me.
You really do know your history, and it's funny how you talk as if you were really there. It makes you think though, if even magical pens change with the times, it really calls into question other things, like our core values.
That's precisely what's so fascinating about it. Life's never boring if it consistently changes. If anything, I love if there were more such upheavals, so it all faded away in the end, leaving me to wonder what part was a dream and what was reality.
Wow, what a weirdly melancholic thing to say. Not a sort of sentiment you typically hear from a student.
Oh? Perhaps I'm wise beyond my years?
I never said that. By the way, what happened with the jumbo magical pens? They obviously changed to what we use now.
Oh, it didn't take long for them to revert back to their normal size. Having them so big and heavy was very inconvenient.
Thought so.
The turning point happened at a banquet held to celebrate Princess's birthday. When the king attempted to lift his pen, he was overcome by his weight and slipped a disc.
That sounds painful. Though trying to picture it, I can't help but laugh.
Feel free to find it funny now. But back then, it was a very serious matter. They printed so many extra editions of the newspaper that they blanketed the city streets.
I'm impressed by your colorful imagination. Too bad we can't use any of it in our essay.
Imagination, you say?
Whenever I talk to you, I have the hardest time figuring out what's true and what isn't. You did make all of that up, right?
The world may never know.